In Resident Evil 4 Remake, the first officer that we meet goes missing after going to investigate a noise that he hears while out taking a leak. He then walks away and stumbles into the villager's house. His death is the strangest one by far. Here's why. We know that the officer clearly walked into the house and met a horrible end due to the villager that was staying inside. However, this villager had then put the officer locked away in the basement and left behind his bloody badge. We know that this villager clearly killed him, but this is the part that doesn't make sense. After you incapacitate the villager who is staying inside of the lodge, the officer then screams out as if he's still alive. The Hunter's Lodge key to the basement is found on his body. The door to the basement is literally locked, and there's no way to get in and out of there other than through that door. When we get to the bottom of the stairs, the officer has clearly met an end. Somebody clearly killed him. It must have been the villager that we incapacitated, but if that's the case, why did the officer scream out after he was already dead? It would have made more sense to hear him scream from outside while we were traveling towards the cabin, because when we went down to the basement, there was no one else down there and no other way to get out other than the stairs that we came up. No one was down there with us and no one got past us, so clearly we know that the villager had to have killed him, but why did he scream out so late and not earlier? They must have included the scream as a cue to check the basement, but we would have figured out where to go anyways because we found the Hunter's Lodge key and there was only one door that was locked. So I think that this was just a mistake made by Capcom because the officer had to have already been dead before we even walked into the house or before we even heard him scream.